Welcome to all of a sudden number
79.
79. It's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't notice, we took last week off. Yeah, we took the week off for the holidays, and work's just been kind of busy, being that we're in retail. So as you can notice, Jay's not even here this week because he's stuck at work. But instead, we got the COD boys, Oliver and Jacob. How you guys doing, buddies?
Oh, what's going on?
Good to see
Emoji FB
see
in the
Sniper.
house.
Sniper's practicing safety measures with his mask.
Yeah.
Good man.
Put it on.
I'm just mad it doesn't have a Patriots logo.
Yeah,
I have one over there, but
but the
trying to
team's
be
not
neutral.
good, so you try not to
He
represent.
got rid of it.
Stop playing with me.
Burned
Stop
it as soon
playing
as he
with
saw
me.
that losing record. Now even record, so you got that going for you.
Let's go. We catching up. We going there. We're going there.
Yeah, I don't
What's
know.
going on?
Going to the dump.
Nah.
I actually haven't been
Nah.
keeping up with sports. I just saw that the Packers beat the Eagles yesterday. which is-
Yeah.
thank God, because I did not want to hear the "Fly Eagles Fly," freaking banter left and right.
Yeah.
I wanted to open up the show just asking you guys a question. Have you guys ever had one of those days where just everything is like going wrong? Like, just little nit
Oh,
things
yeah.
that keep like attacking you. So it
Yeah.
just today, I have finals this week. So not only do I have to deal with work, I have to deal with finals. But I've been trying to get my final done all day today, and my dog decides to roll in poop today. So now I have to clean him up and put my finals to the side. I have to do all this laundry. We had the pest guy come in today, and I had to deal with all that. And then just right before we started this show, I lost my wallet. That's another thing that happened today. So I had to deal
Oof.
with canceling all
Been
my
there.
cards.
Been there.
And then just right before, like 2 minutes before I let you guys in the room, I spilled this Gatorade all over my desk.
Is that why it was taking a while?
Yeah, that's why it took a while to let you guys in.
How's the laptop?
It's good. I like my laptop. I keep it perched when I do the show, so luckily, like my stuff was kind of out of the way.
But your homework got all wet.
No, some of my notes did, but I mean, it's not too bad. It's just one
That's
of
not
dude,
that bad, I guess.
those.
And
I actually-
stickiness is a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had accidentally spilt some beer near my laptop the other day. I got it all over my freaking mouse, so now it's all glitchy, but it is what it is. I actually have a stupid story where something didn't go right. Obviously last week was like Thanksgiving and like the Black Friday sales and all that. And I decided to kind of take advantage because I had signed up for GameStop, like their pro rewards, and I think this past year they were doing this thing where every month you get like $5. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just go hit the Black Friday deals and then use the extra $5. That'll be more savings. It turns out that supposedly my account expired before that, but the coupon was still valid. So in order for me to use the coupon, I had to rebuy a membership. And I was just like, okay, well, whatever, fine. Just do the stupid membership. I'll get the stupid controller, whatever the hell. Because I found this pretty cool controller for my Switch. It's like a Pikachu.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I only paid apparently like $15 for it. So that was kind of
Oh,
cool.
nice.
And it ended up
That's nice.
being so yeah, I go through all that process. I go through that headache, and I pay the guy it was like $20 that it came out to, because it was like $10 for this, and then actually no, I paid $25 because it was 15 for this, and then like $10 for the account. And once it registers, it glitches the system, and like it crashes, and then it ends up kind of rebooting, and then it ends up telling the guy like, hey, you owe this guy $5. And they couldn't really do that because it was like a coupon. And I was just like, what the hell kind of headache are you trying to do to me, GameStop? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just accept the coupon? And why didn't you just so I had to end up using the $5 on something else. I don't remember what.
It's a
But it
wonder
was
why
just
GameStop's
stupid.
going extinct, huh?
Yeah.
I know,
don't
dude. I
trust
was
Game-
just like, I was so frustrated, and then the guy even was like, "Man, you swindled me," like trying to joke or whatever. And I'm like, dude, this is not the time. This is not the time to be joking with me.
That's
Don't trust
frustrating.
Game. Yeah, don't trust GameStop ever.
Do you guys remember when GameStop was the staple though? Like midnight
Yeah.
releases, like lining up and it just being like kind of legit and
Yeah.
doing all your purchases from GameStop, getting that fresh box feel, opening it up, cracking it, and just taking a whiff of that new
Yo,
box.
Yeah.
did you guys have EB Games in Texas?
I think we had like 2 in El
Yeah.
Paso.
Yeah,
There was
'cause
one
EB
that was like a
Games,
Hollywood Video.
Mm-hmm.
They were the wave, EB Games, and then they got bought out by GameStop, or at least in New York, and then GameStop was like the next big thing. But before digital, like that GameStop was like it. You know what I mean? Like if you game, that was where it was at.
Did you guys have a
And they
lot over there? I guess in New York at the time.
Well, GameStop, yeah, they had to like cut down because they literally had one like every like freaking 6 blocks and shit. And yeah, you could just see them, man. They're going, you know, like had to reduce size. They're closing stores down and all that.
Little kids. From what I understood, EB Games is where you went to like fix scratches and stuff like that. That you had like that polisher thing that would just like kind of shave off like the first layer of a CD.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
They were literally just like GameStop. Like it was another game store that like was just, I guess, their competition. You know what I mean? How it was like McDonald's and Burger King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was EB Games, and I guess maybe they tried to pivot into like some repair stuff, and they just got bought out, and you know the rest is history.
Yeah, I don't think I think we did have, like Julian said, 1 or 2 here, but the big thing was the one attached to Hollywood Video. I think it was like Game Crazy or something like that.
yeah, Game Crazy
Yeah,
with
I
Hollywood
remember
Video and what
And
was
then-
the? I think EB Games was attached to Best Buy, wasn't it? I mean, not Best Buy. Blockbuster.
It might have
Was it?
been.
I'm not too
But-
sure. It's
but,
been a long time, like
yeah.
honestly, and it's
Dude.
pretty crazy because somebody had actually posted this meme recently, and it was name, you know, not telling your age, name a store that would show how old you are, and the first one that came to mind was Hollywood Video for me.
Yo, facts. Holy shit! I didn't even damn.
Toys R Us Kids, maybe. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
What about KB Toys? You guys have that?
We
We had them in the mall.
Did we?
Yeah, it was at the Bassett Mall. I
Oh.
remember because it had that stupid little dog that would like, yep, and then
Yeah.
it flip, yep, and then it flip again.
And Jacob, to your memory, what is it?
Do you guys remember? All right, so down there by Hollywood, in the Lower Valley, we had a Kmart
Yeah,
right across. It was like a Kmart superstore,
yeah.
and then across from that, it was like some kind of restaurant. It had like an umbrella, kind of like a design.
Silver Streak.
Outside. There you go. That one. I remember that from my childhood.
Look at that
It's
was
sad
way
because-
before your time.
It's sad because the very last Silver Streak just closed like a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, it did.
It was in Clint, and I was like, "What?" I had remembered whenever I ran the route for Clint that I would see it, and I'm like, "I wonder if that place is ever open," because it always looked close to me. And finally, I ended up finding out that they've been closed for like the past 3 months, and I was like, "Oh, that sucks. I could have had a Silver Streak."
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that restaurant, it was kind of like a neighborhood kind of favorite, I guess. Like a lot of people went there and chilled out on the balcony and just ate their food.
well, they were cheap burgers. Like they were good burgers, and they were cheap. Like I remember, my grandma would take us pretty much all the time after we got off of work, or not
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
when I was
her
6,
from work.
when
yeah.
I was 6 working, they had me working the fields. When I was getting off of school, she would take us to Silver Streak and get us a couple of burgers. And they were good. They were good burgers.
Yeah.
You can kind of compare them to Burger King, I guess, because
Burger King. I was about to
flame
say like Burger
taste.
King.
I thought you guys were gonna say Whataburger and leave me lost. I was like, sorry, dude. I don't know
Nah,
what the
dude.
fuck you-
Whataburger has a completely different taste. I think it has to do with like I
like
don't know, the
heaven,
mustard maybe.
like the angels that kiss each
Well,
burger.
no,
as they
I'm
release it.
saying yeah, but like you know how like Burger King, you get kind of like that flame broiled, that charcoal or whatever flavor, and then like with McDonald's, you kind of get like I don't
Yeah,
know, they
microwave
put like pepper or some shit
flavor.
on that.
like something
Yeah,
that just
whatever
came
it
out of
is.
the nuke.
yeah. Gordon Ramsay, Chef Mike.
And then
Burger.
you get Blake Slaughterburger, and dear God, it's like heaven.
Yeah,
The deer.
award-winning Blake Slaughterburger.
You got the Blake
Garbage.
Slaughter boy, giving you a thumbs up when you go in there. And you're just you feel right at home.
Garbage restaurant. Don't ever go eat there.
Instead of angels kissing you, it's Blake just holding you behind and just going.
Yeah, hey, Blake's a guy.
Blake's the guy.
He's the
You
guy.
guys
Yeah,
know-
he's the man.
And he's kissing
Oh,
you.
you said the guy. I thought you said Blake's a guy. I was like, yeah, well, I haven't heard females named Blake.
Yeah, he is a guy.
Don't eat there. That's all I can say. Don't eat there.
But on spicy takes, I know this may be on short notice. I don't know if you guys have like some topics you want to cover, but if you guys have seen my freaking story, dude, did you guys see the New York Post? That New York Post thing about how this Israeli, I haven't even read the article because I just saw it on Instagram. But this like ex-Israeli like intelligence space head said that aliens are hiding until mankind is ready. So this is like an official high up dude saying that they're hiding. And like now this is getting published in the New York Post. And I don't know if you guys have seen, but like it's like accelerating. You know how like
yeah, it's going viral.
Like how the Pentagon released those like UFO videos, like they don't know what it is, but it's like some weird stuff. So the Pentagon was like, okay, well, we actually have some of this footage. Like this is what's declassified so far. And they also said, we don't know what this is. We're pretty sure this is something that was made not on this earth. So it's like slowly but surely they're just like, yeah, you know what? There may be some Men in Black shit going on.
Yeah, what the hell? That shit's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, it kind of correlates to the. Have you guys seen the sightings of like these monolith, like these great stone things? I think they're like metallic or something. I think they're like chrome, but they've shown up in Ohio. I think Chicago,
Romania,
really?
And there was one more.
Yeah,
there's 4.
The only one I knew was the one in the canyon, right? And then another one in Romania.
Yeah, I think that was Utah.
Yeah. The thing about it is that they're saying that they're disappearing overnight, and then like the following day they end up somewhere like halfway across the world, and it's just like what?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's just like several copies of them, and I don't know. Maybe it's like
I know a couple of them. Like I think the one in Chicago and somewhere else. I think in the U.S. there were different shapes or like different styles of monoliths, but they were there that
like a monolith
day, and then they disappeared the next night.
Yeah, from what I heard is one of the ones got destroyed by like some Trump supporters too, or something like that. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Like they had they came up, they were like America first, like aliens last, or some shit like that.
Oh my God.
And they knocked it down. They destroyed it, and then they put up like a cross. And I was like, they legitimately put up like a cross, and I was like, what? Like, this is 2020. I didn't know this was the 1950s. I'm surprised they didn't like light it on fire.
Yeah, it's the weird thing is though that hold on, is this what you were talking about? California monolith is removed and replaced with a cross?
Yeah, that was California. Yeah, because it was I think it was Utah first, Romania second, I think California was third, and then I don't know what the fourth one was. I think it was Montana, somewhere. But I know for a fact that at least the Romania one was different too, because compared to the Utah one, it looked a lot more. There were a lot more like imperfections. If that makes sense, because you know, like the Utah one was like really shiny and chrome.
Yeah.
The Romania one looked like it was battered by like a hammer, so you could see like the impressions or like whatever.
Now, do you guys think they're just like a ploy for a video game coming out, or maybe like a movie, just like a?
I think so. I thought it was like art. You know what I mean? So you see how I just finished talking about the alien thing? I find stuff like that very interesting, but I'm still a skeptic. Like things like that. It would be cool if like something crazy planted it, but realistically, like it was probably like an art experiment. Yeah. Some guy went there and recorded it, and he said you can see like the drilling. Like whoever did it did a really good job at making it fit flush. But you can see that somebody used I don't know what you call but maybe like a power saw or something that grinded past like the lines, So it doesn't, like, if it was an alien, some out of this world thing that just planted it, it probably would have been perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's like evidence proving that it was like, 3 panels, and it looks like there was like nails in it. So I think maybe they said they even on Google Earth they saw that it was planted like in 2016, or it was back around that time, and they just discovered it. So maybe some like artsy dude like put it there, and he was like, oh, let's wait for the world to like blow up, and then it's gonna blow up on social media, and we're gonna have the last laugh or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's yeah, exactly, something like that. So I feel like the skeptic in me, that's kind of what I think it is.
2020 shaping up to have a grand finale, man. They're gonna come out here.
It was the Mayan calendar this whole time. We
yeah.
got it wrong by 8 years.
That's the exclamation point. As soon as the new year hits, the monoliths like light up and the world explodes.
Oh, it's like Fifth Element kind of shit, where like they all have like the different symbols.
Yeah.
They were supposed to help us.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Speaking of that, have you guys heard of like some like at the end of the world supposed to be like December 21st?
No,
I've
I
heard
mean
that
there's
for
so
like
many
the past
different.
like 30 years.
No, I was hanging out with this girl
that I've not been alive.
No, I was hanging out with this girl, and she was like, "Oh, did you hear about this? Like, this is supposed to be the real one." I'm like, "Yeah, right. That shit happens
No,
like every 2 years."
this one's a real one. This one's
Right,
the real
right.
one.
I'm just saying, if there was a year, this would be it.
Yeah, I guess.
True.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, that's a little more believable.
I remember this one year, or well, it wasn't. I guess I remember this one time that me and Joe were working in what is it, communications class or whatever. We were doing videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For Conquest Journal, and we brought over this one guy who was just like so adamant that the end of the world was going to happen in, was it 2008 or 2000? I think it was 2010 maybe.
I think so. I think it was December something 2010. He actually showed up with like the Bible and the verses that linked each part to when and why the world's gonna explode at that time, or God's gonna
like
come and
some
do his
kind of
reckoning.
thing was gonna happen.
Yeah,
like
I think it was gonna be the biblical like coming.
Yeah, like he was quoting the Revelations and stuff, and how like there's been sightings of people hearing like the horns, and it's like because apparently that's like the first sign of the end of the world is like you hear the horns for the war or whatever.
Have you guys seen those videos? Those videos are funny because I swear to God, people record it, and then like down the block is some guy like blowing up a trumpet, or like
it's just a TikTok video.
Yeah,
it's one of those. Hey, Angel, did you do that thing I asked you to do, or whatever the hell?
My thing is that I feel like religious cool, whatever people want to do, but I just feel like whenever I grew up like Catholic and Christian and all that, like, different ones, but like I feel like
you grew up Catholic and Christian. Wow.
Well, no, Catholic first, and then like Christian with like my aunt.
Happens, Joe.
It made a little more sense, but so I feel like Christians, and I don't mean this like disrespect, but I just feel like some, because it's never good to generalize, but I feel like some Christians just have a hard on for like the end times. Like
they just want it to happen.
Everything ready. Is a sign. Like, oh my God, the water spilled. That's what happened in the book of Revelations. Oh, repent for thy sins, for the end hath come. And you know what I mean? It's just like, bro, it's like you're craving for this to happen. And it's like when I was like 10 years old, so like 01, I've been hearing that the world's gonna end in like 2 years for like, 19 years now. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just.
Well, since like 2000, wasn't that when it kind of first started with the Y2K?
Y2K.
Yep.
All technology was gonna blow and the nukes are gonna go off.
It goes even further than that with the Cold War and all that stuff, where everybody thought that, at any moment, like there could be nuclear holocaust or nuclear.
Oh yeah. I mean, they talked
like
about that in Call of Duty.
Yeah. I still haven't played the game.
Do you guys?
I mean the campaign.
Want to go into how bad it is?
Very bad.
Multi, because that campaign's always great, but multi is terrible.
It is.
And we'll finish off on a light note after and talk about CyberPunk, because I need some input from you guys. But let's go back to Call of Duty for now.
So Call of Duty, they do have their season 1 starting soon.
December 16th.
Next week, right? Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm sorry to put this out, but I gotta go.
Damn.
Jacob,
you're lost.
pick up the missus.
Yeah, bye.
See you, dude.
But yeah, man. So
I'm like, is he going or?
December 16th.
Yeah, dude. I mean, so I don't know, multiplayer. It just does not feel. It doesn't feel finished. It feels like it's close, but it's not there yet. I mean, I feel like we've talked about this before, but I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know if it's the mechanics. I don't know if it's just. I
It
mean, the
was
graphics for sure suck, but
it was just
yeah,
everything that Modern Warfare did right. They decided to say, you know what, that's
copy paste it.
garbage. Let's do our own thing,
So
and
let me.
botched it.
Was it Treyarch, or Sledgehammer that made this one? Makes Black Ops.
Black
Treyarch.
Ops is Treyarch.
Okay, because I've noticed there's always a drop off in quality when they make it. When it's Infinity Ward, it's always like, so Modern Warfare was an absolute masterpiece. To have a game that detailed with that many features and that many things going on and have it to look that good is amazing. Like even in 2020, I'm still amazed at how something can be so high quality at such a large scale.
Mhm.
And then to have the fluidity and movement that you have, and like I don't think like people kind of take it for granted when they play another Call of Duty. Like when I went back and I tried to play World War II because it was like free with PlayStation Plus,
Oh yeah,
I was like, this feels like I'm back in like 07. And then when you go to Cold War, you're like, this isn't as bad as that, but it's still like, dude, this is choppy as hell. Like the gunshots lining up they don't line up properly. It just feels like very like when you're like in a club or you're just in a party and there's like strobe lights. That's what it feels like with the movement.
like
Like
choppy or like
it's
like
not
the frame
smooth and
rate is like
seamless.
off.
Yeah.
And to inherit like the Call of Duty name, dude, that just can't happen. Because obviously Infinity Ward did something that they didn't. You know what I mean? So that's just how I feel about that.
Yeah. And hopefully with this new season, maybe it saves itself a little bit. Unless they make the Warzone way worse, then I think it's
God, I hope not.
I mean, Julian, I was with you, right? You and Sniper won't be, so
I really hope they don't just kind of like rip into that, but I don't know. We'll see.
Like
what happens.
Warzone's fun in itself, but it's easy to like pick out all the bad things that are with Warzone. So if you add on the like bad mechanics of what we have now in Call of Duty to the Warzone, I think it's going to be a disaster for them. But you said CyberPunk. How you feeling?
Initially I thought I was gonna wait till PS5, just because I mean you get the whole dang shebang. It's supposed to be an amazing game, detailed world and everything. So I just thought like I kind of wanted to like bring in playing PS5 with an amazing game like Cyberpunk. Yeah. I'm even like Ghost of Tsushima also. I'm saving that for PS5. So there's a few things that I've kind of just been holding off, but I feel like Cyberpunk. I don't know if you guys were big on Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
But,
well, I mean, kind of. I liked Red Dead. Red Dead 2 was, at least the story was a little bit of a letdown, but I had a lot of fun with it, and I don't know, playing around in the world was really fun.
Yeah, it was a little too much, I might add, because it was just too many extra side missions. But so Cyberpunk, I feel like it's such an expansive game that I would want to get immersed in it. Mm-hmm. So that's going to take up so much time. I don't think I want to play it twice. So if I play it, it's going to either be on PS4 or PS5, because I feel like at this point I'm not getting to PS5 for like another 3-4 months.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like just the way things are going. There's
one
still
thing
a lot
that
of people who need it.
One thing that I saw that was really cool was one of the people, one of the, I guess, the bot systems or something that managed to take 1,000 of the PS5s or something. They got like canceled, right? Or was it the Xboxes?
No, I'm not sure which one.
Well, either way, I thought it was, there was some justice done because they managed to take 1,000 of the systems. And I don't know if there was like a glitch in the system or if, they recognized that, it was a bunch of bots that were buying it up, but they lost 1,000 units. So now there's 1,000 units that were up for grabs. I mean, they're not up for grabs anymore, but that were up for grabs. And, hopefully they went out to some people.
I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Ollie. I think I wanted to save Cyberpunk for the PS5, but at this point, like I'm seeing the reviews, the game's super highly anticipated. It looks beautiful. I'm thinking I might take the dive and get the PS4 edition because you get that upgrade feature for free anyways. So
Right.
maybe it might be worth starting it on the 4 and then upgrading to the 5 to kind of just give that compare and contrast and enjoy the game a little bit
That little
more.
transition, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like I said, I think that's one of those things. When I'm done with it, I'm done, because Red Dead, that was like 100-hour game for me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so
that was a long.
And I think this
game.
one's clocking in at like a 180 to fully like do everything. So it's
which
a
I
hefty
love.
Yes.
yeah.
But for me, that's one playthrough, dude. I'm not going through
Yeah.
that twice, because then I'm gonna
It's
want to play.
Those are Skyrim
Warzone
numbers
all
right
that.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like back in the day with Fallout, when I would play Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. Like, I only did it like one run through, and then like I just let it sit for like maybe a year or two before I picked it up again and was like, all right, let's try a different path or something, the Brotherhood of Steel, or let's try being more of a villain or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
those games are fun, dude. I mean, like you said, they are like a one playthrough kind of game, but man, that one playthrough,
Oh yeah, dude. Red Dead, like that was the last like big game that I played. And it's I don't know about you guys, but it feels like you're almost part of that world for like that month that it
Yeah.
takes you to beat it, or 2 months. You know what I mean? Like Red Dead, I'm over here like using like Western slang in real life and shit. You know what I mean? So you know,
Howdy.
that's kind of like what I like about it. And even like games like that, I would like to go back to it, but I'm just like, dude, like I don't want to be wasting like 6 hours a
Yeah.
day on on a game.
That's the way I was with Skyrim. Like I got fully immersed into Skyrim. I spent hours and hours like staying up all night playing Skyrim. When I would leave Skyrim, I'd go to school and like have the Elder Scrolls soundtrack playing in my
Soundtrack.
head and just like walk around thinking I'm on a Skyrim adventure. But if you were to ask me to try to play the entire thing right now, I don't think I could, just because of how much, it takes out of you.
time that you need to like
Yeah.
put into
Yeah.
it.
We're kind of up against it right now, but before we go, Ollie's actually part of our fantasy league. How's that going for you, Ollie?
Dude, I kind of, well, I'm still, setting my lineup up and everything, but dude, it's been a weird year. A lot of people injured. I think the brunt of that obviously is the lack of a preseason
Yeah.
and a shortened off season. So you just got like the top 10 like players.
Yeah.
Like on and the drafts, like most of them got injured.
Yeah.
So like nobody's year like went as expected. Everybody's injured. So in our league, I'm 7-5 actually, which is pretty decent with like losing a bunch of stars. It's been a weird year though. At least in real football, the Giants are winning, so I guess that's good.
I saw that you're a Yankees fan. That's
Heck
pretty
yeah,
cool.
Hell
man.
yeah, brother. That's what's
Yep.
up.
And that's an off season within itself.
Yeah.
I got, matter of fact, that's Mariano Rivera. That's Yankees closing season ticket plaques. So that's
Oh,
my
that's
step back
cool.
stuff, but,
That is really,
yeah.
really cool. You actually like the actual ticket and everything.
Yeah, it's a replica, but from their opening season and then from the closing season.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
nice.
Well, thank you for being on the show, Ollie. We got to get you back on here, man. You just absolutely killed
yeah,
it.
man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Julian, you're producing some new Christmas cards, right?
Yeah, actually, one of these is going to Ollie right now. Guys, obviously we want to show you our thanks for your support, for listening to us, tuning in, every episode, checking us out. Even if this is your first episode or something, reach out to us or reach out to me on the All of a Sudden on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Send me a direct message. Let me know your address, and I'd love to send you guys a holiday card as a holiday thank you card, to show our appreciation for your guys' continued support, and just to show a little love this holiday season.
Yeah. So thank you all for continuing to support us. Make sure to follow us, like Julian mentioned, at All of a Sudden Pod on everything. If you're watching this on 107 Productions YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if you want one of those nifty Christmas cards. Make sure to check out all our merch. Get your holiday merch in. We got hoodies and long sleeves. Yeah, at T Public. The link is always in the description below. We also got mugs, thermoses, just everything you need for this holiday season. So thank you guys. We'll
Actually,
see
need
you
to
all
find
next
my
week.
But yeah, yeah, guys. As always, stay sunny. Check us out. We do a new episode every Tuesday. And yeah, have a blast.
See you guys.